Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
How do you not sing along to that?
I know. Good morning, everyone. Welcome
jingle.
to the morning stretch. Tricia, Sloma, along with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Matt Engelbrecht. I'm just stalling because I saw you take a sip, and I didn't want you to have that slurpy noise on the morning stretch.
Fun fact.
Oh, yeah?
There's nothing in this cup.
What?
I know. There's
Prop?
absolutely nothing in this cup. I wanted something to hold and act like I was drinking, just kind of set the scene. But it's empty. There's nothing.
You know what?
Yeah.
This room has another person in it, and I want to introduce somebody. This is Kirsten Glover.
Hi, Kirsten.
She's mortified right now.
Where's your microphone?
I didn't know I was going to
How does she not have a microphone? No, you got the headset. Oh, you got to do the headset with the microphone.
Okay.
on it.
We're going to make her do this now. Here we go. I thought it would be fun to bring our producer in. This is Kirsten
Hi.
Glover.
Good
She
morning.
is now on the morning stretch with us this morning, giving her kind of a background look at what we do here, Matt, so that she can help us a little bit along the way. Kirsten, if you have your phone with you, I want you to follow along because it's on Facebook Live right now. And I want you to chime in. If people, because that's the one thing, when Matt and I get John, we don't always get to see who's chiming in. So if you don't mind, keeping an eye on that for us.
Sure.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
All right. Tell people where you're from, what you like to do about the morning show.
I am originally from Highland, Indiana, so that's about an hour or so away from South Bend. And on the morning show, I'm producing alongside Tricia and helping you guys out and getting everything organized, scripts and whatnot. And it's been a really good couple of months here. So
She said helping. I think corralling. Corralling is a
That's a very good way to
that.
put it. That's a very good way to put it. Well, you get to keep an eye on things for us here in the background and chime in. If you see something coming up, somebody's got a question, just hit us.
Absolutely,
Okay?
yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, Matt, I think you have been first alerting us to some weather, but I should we talk
Yeah.
about the California wildfires first, because
We
that
can.
is raging right now. I want to show some video, and actually Kirsten helped show this to me after the show. This was the newest video. This is Studio City, California.
Amazing.
Did you hear about the new fire that cropped up in Hollywood Hills? This is the one that has spread now to Studio City, and you can see they're putting water on it as best they can. But my goodness, these wildfires. This now brings it up to 6 wildfires. 3 of the fires are 0% contained. At least 5 are dead. We're talking 150,000 at least evacuated.
Yeah.
And Matt, it's all because of the Santa Ana winds.
Yeah, it's tough to really comprehend. This is the second time in the last couple of months that I was actually talking to somebody yesterday about this. How do we conceptualize this? How do we bring this to our local audience? What you got to remember is usually when we do wildfire reports, especially out west, it's acreage. It's how many acres have been burned. In this situation, it is so unique and devastating is that we're now talking about structures and fatalities as numbers rather than acreage. So as we've discussed yesterday, this isn't out in the field or out in the distance. This is right in the heart of parts of LA, Studio City. I mean, they closed Universal Studios. If you've ever been out to that amusement park, that is closed because of these wildfires.
When you talk about when it's out in the forested areas, they're able to dig fire lines. They're able to contain things so much
mitigate
better.
it, control it. Yeah.
Absolutely, because they're able to get ahead of the fire, and they do worry when it jumps a highway or things like that. And those are always things that we are very used to reporting.
Yeah.
But as you've mentioned, this is in a very commercial residential region, and these structures are catching some of the embers and immediately catch fire. The winds of the Santa Ana winds. This is a seasonal thing. They pick up this time of year, but everything is just so perfect for a firestorm, literally, and that's what's happening here.
Yeah, and this isn't like go to a house to put out the fire situation. The firefighters are doing their best, but when you have 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, which Santa Ana winds, the best you can do is pull back and I don't even know. You can't even contain, because that small little amber that comes off of the house that you see on the screen there, is going to ignite a new fire down the road or down a ways. It's just really the worst case scenario for these kind of fires.
Well, it's something we're going to continue to follow right here on 16 News Now. A lot of people from our area either have visited that area, either on vacation, or maybe
Absolutely.
you have family and friends who actually live in that region, and our thoughts and prayers are with all of them for sure. We need to talk about weather around here. Boy, did I notice how cold it was. That was the first thing. I think I mentioned it to you on the morning show this morning when I got in my car. I just looked up. I just thought it was such a beautiful morning. And then it kind of hit me as I'm looking at the stars. I'm like, they're twinkling. It's a beautiful night sky. And then I realized what you had told me, that if you see the stars, that means we don't have any cloud cover. And it's going to be colder.
Right.
And that's exactly what it is this morning.
Yeah, temperatures down in the teens. In fact, you're talking about the stars. The winter season is some of the best time to see planets and stars. I actually took the boys to Penn Harris. They have a planetarium.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, and they do it right there, too.
We did it last night, and we were able to go ahead and find some things, and knowing full well, the meteorologist in me, we'll be able to do this later on tonight. Walk out and start pointing things out. Say, the boys, you learned about it here, and there it is. And again, it was down in the teens, but as Tricia, we saw in the first 10-day forecast, even colder next week.
Oh, colder for sure. Your future track is telling the story of that snow.
Want to talk about snow?
System snow now?
System snow. Yeah, we're looking at, on average, about 2 inches across the area. What concerns me is what you kind of ran into yesterday, and I saw a number of people run into yesterday, is that we don't need 18 inches of snowfall to create problems. Visibility and slick spots are just as big of an issue with 2 or even 3 inches of snowfall. So we're going to be first alerting to that coming up on Friday, that when you're out on the roadways, the snow is going to be coming down, picking up maybe 2, possibly up to 3 inches of snowfall, not only through the afternoon, but I think light snow lingering even into that evening commute a bit.
Okay. Hey, I want to let people know about something fun. Is it time for us to switch over to something fun to talk about?
Yes.
Okay, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for Elvis, though?
Oh, I'm all ready for it.
What was that? Because that just sounded like you're stressed out about something. I don't know. What you're looking at, folks, Graceland, they're in Memphis, Tennessee. A whole bunch of people came by for a birthday party at Graceland because Elvis Presley would have been 90 years old. And this is his birthday party. Look at that gold cake. Look at that.
You can't eat that. You can't. Elvis would like to eat that. Let's be honest. It would have bananas in it. It would have peanut butter and bacon. And it would be grilled cheese. It would be delicious. The old Elvis sandwich.
Have you ever been to Graceland?
I have not. No, there's been, it's on the list. I just don't know.
Absolutely go.
And I think a lot of times when I go visit places, I want to learn as much about it before I actually get there. So this is one of the situations where I'd like to learn more about Elvis, his life, his impacts, before actually going.
Well, it's incredible. And the shag carpet inside, incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
And I guess inside, you can kind of speak to this a little bit.
Yeah.
That they got it set up different times in his life. It's not like you walk in and it's, this is what it was like when he was 32. But they have different phases or different themes throughout his life.
Well, keep in mind, his aunt still lived there. It was a residence up until, 90s. So this was a residence. The family's done a really good job preserving the memories. The artifacts are still there. You talked about on the morning show this morning that they do have outlying buildings that they've made in. It's like a campus, and you can go through because, as you know, he acquired a lot of cars, a lot of awards, and of course those iconic costumes and designs that he wore. That's all on display, and you can go through it. I went through it with my family. My daughters were young. My youngest was still wearing the headset that you wear when you go through, and you're listening and everything. They kind of, and to their credit, it is their display. They don't really go into his cause of death,
which was.
He died in his bathroom, and he
I
had
didn't know too much about Elvis.
He had some addictions, and drugs played a role.
Yep.
my daughter came out of there and she was crying because she was only 5 years old. And she's like, why did Elvis die, Mama? Why did Elvis die? And some of the fans are, they're crying too. And they're like, yes, baby girl, we know. They feel her pain. I'm trying to talk to her about Elvis making bad choices.
Right.
It was just a moment. I couldn't get out of there
Yeah.
fast enough because my daughter's now making a scene. So that's my best memory of Graceland.
Graceland, which kind of goes to the point that it's a memorial. Like, people
It
are
really
emotional.
is. There
and
are people
that's
there
fine.
that
That's
they
okay.
are serious fans, and they are there to memorialize him.
Absolutely.
I mean, the graves are all right outside, and it's tastefully done. They do a beautiful job there. Go
Yeah.
on the tour.
Well,
Memphis,
and I guess a
Tennessee.
few years ago there was a dispute about who owns it.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it was a couple of years ago, or
I think it was just last year. The
trying to figure out who owns
granddaughter
it.
had to, it was a scam.
Yep.
It was a scam, but they had to prove it in court, and she won, so it's all okay now. But anyway, yeah, go to Graceland if you can, and I don't know if they're going to still have that gold cake there, but
Going to Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. Paul Simon.
oh, there you go. That's a
Graceland.
blast from the past.
That's good
Hey,
music.
do you still have your Christmas tree up?
No, I threw it off the balcony. Wait.
What?
What? You can, because it's a tradition. Look at that.
This is in Germany, folks. Look what they do with their Christmas trees. They sling it. They sling it as far as they can sling it. In perfect weather, too, might I add. Wow, that looks like a mess.
That looks like Germany. Like, if you imagine Germany, especially this time of year, throwing Christmas trees, it is rainy, people have hats on, and look at that guy. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's a good throw.
She's going to chuck it. There. Oh, that almost looks like a pole vaulting event.
Tricia, it's all about the technique, okay?
Really?
You got to start with the feet and the legs and work up through. See, this guy, he's off balance. He's off tilt.
Right,
You
and it
got to get an
goes-
even throw to get the whole energy behind it.
He hooked it.
Yeah. We got to bring that here. I feel like I can teach these guys and ladies something.
I use an artificial tree. There is no throwing of our tree, and our tree is still up. In fact, I still like to plug it in on these cold winter nights.
Yeah.
Is that terrible?
No, and it's not the tree I want to throw. See, that's the reaction I have to when my kids' toys go off at 3 o'clock in the morning because we didn't put the off button.
Like, let me have that thing. Bring it over here. I got it. Get it out of
Christmas tree's fine.
here.
It just sits there. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got to get out of here.
No. We have to talk Notre Dame football because, boy, the Orange Bowl
Come on.
is tonight.
Come on.
Are you so excited? We're staying up for this game. How are we going to be tomorrow morning?
Can I share something with you?
What?
I want to share something with you. There's something different about a game during the week
Yeah.
than one during the weekend. Not so much because of what time it is on, but like we're sitting here right now,
Right.
and you're not consumed by the tailgating. You're not consumed by it being a home game. So I know I'll get there, but right now I'm just like, okay, that's right. That's coming up later on tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to take naps, work myself into this. I'm planning ahead for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I want to tell people about, though, is did you see the press conference? The two coaches, Coach Freeman, Coach Franklin, Penn State's Coach Franklin. They were almost like when you bring boxers together right
Close.
before a match.
Close. Not in the way that you want,
Right.
but similar.
Yeah. I want you to listen closely, though, because this is Marcus Freeman talking about Penn State's coach very, very lovingly. But I just kept watching Franklin. He just looked so uncomfortable. Take a watch.
As Coach Franklin said, I have a lot of respect for him and the job he's done in college football, and this football team
Just sits there.
is a very good
Take a
one
sip.
that we have to continue to prepare for. We've got to use these next 24 hours to finish our preparation in anticipation of this great opportunity that lies ahead. As Coach
my
Franklin said, I have a
goodness.
lot of respect for him.
Oh, there it is again.
And the job
We're
he's
rolling
done
it
in college
again.
football.
I didn't mean to
and
do
this
that.
football team
But
is a very
What I
good
think is
one
funny
that we
here is
have
that-
to, as Coach Franklin said, I have a lot of respect for him
I'm
and
sorry
the job
we're
he's
playing
done in
again, but
college
he
football
just is staring
and
straight
this
ahead.
football team
Maybe that's
is a very good one that we have to continue to prepare for. We got to use these next 24 hours to
we're used to
finish
Marcus
our preparation.
Freeman, and we're used to his
of
cadence,
this great
his
opportunity that lies
emotion
ahead.
when he is talking. I haven't really seen many press conferences from Penn State.
Yeah, that's
coach.
fair. That's fair.
So it's like
That's fair. I shouldn't make
that's
fun
our
of the
that's
guy.
our Freeman. That's
And
Marcus
maybe
Freeman.
and had I watched the soundbite of Coach Franklin talking
Yeah.
about Freeman, maybe I would be, a little more critical of what Freeman was doing. But it's like, come on, smile. He's talking about you, engage. But he
As
did
Coach
not.
Franklin said, I have a lot of respect
Okay,
for him.
no, we're done
and his
watching
job.
that. We're done watching that.
Where's our producer? Why is Tricia at the helm again on this? She's embracing technology, and I love you for that, Tricia.
Kirsten is going, no,
Kirsten's
no.
a professional.
And
Stop.
I think that was his poker face, honestly.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh.
trying to be serious. He's like, we got this in the bag.
He's just
compliment me
trying to
all
be
you
tough.
want, but you're not going to shake me. So
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
And then Marcus Freeman on the other side is we have nothing to hide. This is who we are. You know what we're going to bring to the table. So yeah, it's going to be a fun fight.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight.
All right, so make sure you're watching Countdown to Destiny. That, of course, is right here on Channel 16. We have continuing coverage. We've got Sabrina Hoover and Jackson Neal doing all these great interviews down there. Boy, I'm catching a lot of social media posts from people who are already down in Miami.
Yep.
What can they expect weather-wise? It's cool by Miami standards.
It is. Yeah, temperatures right now, they're actually waking up in the 40s. We're in the teens. But yeah, the 40s later on this afternoon, we'll see those temperatures rise back up into the 60s. But this time of year, typically you expect to be in the 70s for highs down in Miami, Florida. Kickoff temperature about 62. I think I had 62 degrees officially on the forecast.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mean it. Pun intended. All
You
right.
didn't intend that pun.
No.
You didn't intend that pun.
Hey,
You
hey.
didn't intend that.
Hey. All right. Thanks for joining us on the morning stretch, folks. You have a great day. Go Irish.
Go
Enjoy
Irish.
the Orange Bowl tonight. Have a great day, everyone.
Take care.